Hello everyone. Let us continue with our module 1 topic. In this video, we are going to discuss about the logic gates. Before moving on to the topic, let's quickly revise some basic concepts related to the topic. Transistor, it is just like a switch. It can be either in switched on or off state. If it is in on state, current can flow, and if it is off state, no current can flow. Gate is a device that performs basic operation on electrical signals. Circuits are a combination of gates which can be used to perform more complicated tasks. Logic diagrams are the graphical representation of a circuit, and in this diagram each gate can be represented using its own symbol. Truth tables is a table showing all possible input value and the associated output values. Boolean expressions uses Boolean algebra, a mathematical notation for expressing the two-valued logic. As you know, the digital systems are concerned with digital signals, and these binary signals are the most common form of digital signals. Okay, and these binary signals can be used individually to represent a single binary quantity or the state of a single switch, or it can be used in combination to represent more complex quantities. Okay, so a simple binary arrangement is shown in the diagram. When the switch is closed, the current will go through and the lamp gets lightened. Okay, so the switch can take two values either in the open state or in the closed state. If it is open, then the value of L is off, and if it is closed, the lamp gets lightened. Okay, so this open can be denoted using the number 0, and the off state can also be represented using the binary value 0. The closed switch can be represented using the binary value 1, and the on state of the lamp can also be represented using the value 1. Okay, so now we got a truth table. So if the S value is 0, then the L value is also 0. S0 means the S is in open state. Okay, then if the S is closed state, that means the current can't go through and it lightens the lamp. So the L value will also become 1. Okay, it is a simple binary arrangement. Building blocks used to create any digital circuits are logic gates, and they are so called because of its ability to make decisions. Okay, they produce a logic 1 or logic 0 output signal if input logic requirements are satisfied. Okay, so that these gates can be in two state, either in logic 1 state or in logic 0 state. This logic 0 state can be called as the low state, and the logic 1 state can be called as high state. Okay, in most logic gates, the low state is approximately 0 volts, while the high state is approximately plus 5 volts. Okay, most logic gates have two inputs and one output. And there are 7 basic logic gates: AND, OR, NOT, NAND, NOR, XOR, and XNOR. Each of this gate has its own logic symbol, which allows complex functions to be represented by a logic diagram. And the function of each gate can be represented by a truth table or using Boolean notation. Look into each of these logic gates. As we said, we'll be having AND, OR, NOT gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, exclusive OR gate, and exclusive NOR gate. Let us look into each gate in detail. Let's start our discussion with the AND gate. This AND gate is a logic gate having two or more inputs and a single output. And this gate operates on logical multiplication rules. Okay, that means it performs logical multiplication, and so the Boolean expression of this gate can be represented as C is equal to A into B, where A and B are the inputs and C is the output. Okay, so if the two inputs are 0 and 1, it performs C 0 into 1 and it generates 0 as the output. Okay, When we look into the truth table, we can see that if either of the input is low, that means 0, then the output is also 0. If all of the inputs are 1, then the output will also be 1. And so this gate can be called as all or nothing. That means if all the inputs are high, then the output is also high, else 0. Okay. The timing diagram of this AND gate shows the output input output relation. If the inputs are 0 and 0, then the output is 0. If it is 0 1, the output is 0. If it is 1 0, it is 0. If it is 1 into 1, it generates a 1. Okay. IEEE symbol of this AND gate is also shown here. The character used in this AND gate is ampersand. Okay. An AND gate can have any number of inputs, although 2 input and 3 input AND gates are the most common. Okay. Now let's discuss about the OR gate. This OR gate also takes 2 or more inputs and produces a single output. And this gate performs logical addition. Okay, the OR gate is an electronic circuit that gives a high output if one or more of its inputs are high. Okay, so if any of the input is high, then the output will also be high. And so this gate can be called as any or all. Okay, if any of the input is high or all the inputs are high, then it produces a high output. Okay, the logical expression used for representing this OR gate is C is equal to A plus B. Okay, when we look into the timing diagram, if the A value is 0 and B value is 0, 0 plus 0, we'll be getting the C as 0. Okay, then A value is 1 and B value is 0, we'll be getting 1. A value is 0 and B value is 1, it gives 1. If A value is 1 and B value is 1, again it gives 1. If A is 0, B is 0, it moves to the 0 state, right? So if any of the input is 1, then it generates an high output. Okay. The character used in the IEEE symbol is greater than or equal to 1. Okay. The character used to represent the OR gate is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so this gate can be called as any or all. If any of the input is 1 or all the inputs are 1, then it generates a high value. It performs a logical addition operation. Okay. Okay, now let's discuss about the NOT gate. This NOT gate can also be called as inverter gate because the output will be the complement of the input. That means if A is equal to 0, then the output is 1. If A is equal to 1, then the output is 0. The logical expression used for representing this NOT gate is B is equal to A complement, A bar or tilde A. Okay. The timing diagram, if A is equal to 0, then B is equal to 1. Okay. If A is in the high state, then B will be in the low state. Okay. The IEEE standard, the character used in the IEEE symbol is 1. Okay. To represent the NOT gate, the character used is 1. But we will be having a triangular polarity symbol on the output line. Okay, this triangular polarity symbol will be there on the output line, which represents that it is an inverter. Okay, now let's look into the effect of double inversion. If you are taking the complement of a complement, we will be getting the original number. If you are taking the complement of x, we will be getting x bar. And if you are taking the complement of x bar, we will be getting x itself. Okay, that is the effect of double inversion. Now let's discuss about the buffer gate. A buffer is a basic logic gate that passes its input unchanged to its output. Okay, its behavior is the opposite of a NOT gate. Okay, so whatever be the input, we'll be getting the same as the output. If A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0. If A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1. And so the Boolean expression is B is equal to A. So these buffers are used to increase the propagation delay of circuits. Okay. And the IEEE symbol of this buffer gate is same as the NOT gate, but with no triangular polarity on the output line. Okay. Now let's summarize the main points that we discussed so far about the basic logic gates and or and not. This AND is gate which takes two or more inputs but generates only one output. The algebraic function is y is equal to a into b. That means it performs logical multiplication. This gate can be called as all or nothing gate because its output is 1 if and only if all of its inputs are 1. The OR gate also takes two or more inputs but with only one output. The algebraic function is y is equal to a plus b. That means it performs logical addition. And this gate can be called as any or all gate because the output is low only when all of the inputs are low. Then the NOT gate, it performs unary operation. That means it takes only one input and it generates one output. The algebraic function is y is equal to a complement. It performs the complement operation. That means whatever be the input, its inverter or its complement will be the output. And so this gate can be called as inverter gate. Now let's discuss about the derived gates which are derived from the basic logic gates like AND, OR and NOT. Okay, first let us discuss about the NAND gate. The NAND gates operates as an AND gate followed by a NOT gate. Okay, so it simply means that the NAND gate performs the opposite function of a AND gate because we are having a NOT operator on the output line of the AND gate. Okay, so this NAND is nothing but the NOT AND. Okay, it is the inverted AND function. Okay, when we look into the logic symbol, we can see that the AND symbol followed by the bubble at the output line makes the logic symbol of the NAND gate. Okay, so if the two inputs are 0 and 1, we performs the logical multiplication between these two inputs 0 and 1. 0 into 1 is equal to 0. Then we are taking its complement. Complement of 0 is 1. So we'll be getting the output as 1. Okay, so this AND gate produces an output which is false only if all of its inputs are true. That means for the combination 1 into 1, the C will be 0. For all other combinations, that means if any of the value is 0, then the output will be 1. And the Boolean expression for representing this NAND gate is C is equal to A into B, the whole complement. Okay, now let's look into the timing diagram. For the time t1, a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0. So 0 into 0 is 0. Its complement is 1. So y is equal to 1. Okay, during the time t2, a is equal to 0, b is equal to 1. 0 into 1 is 0. Its complement is 1. So y is equal to 1. During the time t3, 1 into 0 is 0, its complement 1. So y is equal to 1. During the time t4, 1 into 1 is 1 and its complement is 0. So y is equal to 0. Okay, that's the timing diagram. Okay, then when we look into the IEEE symbol, the symbol is this character on the square is the same as that of AND gate. Okay, the ampersand symbol, but we are having a triangular polarity on the output line which represents the NOT gate. Okay, so AND gate followed by the NOT gate is the NAND gate, and this NAND gate is a universal gate. Now let's look into this NOR gate. This NOR gate also has two or more input signals but only one output signal. The logic symbol of the NOR gate is shown here. We can see that it is an OR gate followed by a NOT gate. Okay, so the output of the OR gate is inverted or complemented. Okay, so first we are performing this 0 plus 1 and then we are taking its complement to get the output of the NOR gate. Okay, so when we look into this truth table of this NOR gate, we can see that it produces a high signal only when all the inputs are low. Okay, so when we are having this 0 combination, it performs first 0 plus 0, that means 0, then it takes its complement and we'll be getting the output as 1. Okay, so if all the inputs are 0, then only the output signal is 1. Okay, it is just the opposite of the OR gate. Okay, and the logical expression used for representing this NOR gate is C is equal to A plus B the whole bar. Okay, when we look into this timing diagram, for the T1, A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0. So we will be performing 0 plus 0, which is 0. Then its complement is 1. Okay. Then for the combination 0, 1, 0 plus 1 is performed. It is 1 and its complement is 0. Then 1 plus 0, its complement 0. 1 plus 1 is 1, its complement is 0. Okay, that's the timing diagram. Okay, and when we look into this IEEE symbol, the character is greater than or equal to 1, but with a triangular polarity on the output line. So this triangular polarity indicates the complementation or complement operation of this OR gate. Okay. Now let's look into the XOR gate, the exclusive OR gate. It can also have 2 or more inputs but produces one output signal. This exclusive OR gate is different from OR gate in some conditions. Okay, for the OR gate it produces 1 for any input combination having 1 or more ones, but in XOR gate it produces an output 1 only for those combinations that have odd number of ones. Okay, so this gate can also be called as odd but not even gate. That means this gate produces an output 1 for only those input combinations that have odd number of ones. Okay, for the combination 0 1 and 1 0, the C value is 1 because in both these combinations we will be having an odd number of ones. But for the combination 1 1, it consists of even number of ones and so the output will be 0. Okay, so this gate can also be called as anti-coincidence gate because this gate produces a high output only when the two inputs are not coinciding. That means when the inputs are not same, the output will be 1. And so this gate can be called as anti-coincidence gate. Okay, so the logic expression for the gate is C is equal to A exclusive or B. Please note on the symbol used for representing the XOR. Okay, this gate, the logic expression can be expressed in terms of AND and OR gate also. Okay, so as we just said, this gate produces 1 only for the combination 0 1 and 1 0, right? So the 0 1 combination can be represented as A bar B and this 1 0 combination can be represented as A into B bar. So either of these two condition, then the C value is 1. Okay, so we can write the Boolean expression as C is equal to A bar B or A B bar. Okay, so the XOR gate C is equal to A bar B plus A B bar. Okay, so when we look into the timing diagram, when A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1, we are having an odd number of ones and so the output will be 1. Okay, then for the next timing line, if A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 0, it moves to the 0 state. Okay, then the IEEE symbol for the exclusive OR. For the OR gate, we are having the character as greater than or equal to. But in this case, XOR operation, the character is equal to 1. Equal to 1. Okay. Now let's discuss about the exclusive NOR gate. This XNOR gate is logically equivalent to an inverted XOR gate. That is the XOR gate followed by a NOT gate. Okay, so look at the logic symbol, an XOR gate followed by a small bubble on the output line, which represents the complementation of this XOR gate. Okay, so this XNOR gate produces high output when the input combination has even number of ones. It is just opposite to the XOR. So this gate produces when the input combination has even number of ones. Okay, and when we look into this two input XNOR gate truth table, we can see that this gate produces a high output when both the inputs are same. Okay, so this gate can also be called as coincidence gate because this gate produces a high output when both of its inputs coincide. That means when both of its inputs are same. That means for the combination 0 and 0 and for the combination 1 1 will be having the C value as 1. Okay, so this XNOR gate can also be called as coincidence gate. Okay, and the logic expression for representing these XNOR is C is equal to A exclusive or B the whole complement. Okay, when we look into the IEEE symbol of this XNOR, the triple symbol is same as the XOR with a triangular polarity on the output line, which indicates the complementation of the XOR gate. Okay, so the character is equal to 1 but with a triangular polarity on the output line. Okay, that's about the XNOR gate. Okay, now let's summarize the main topics that we discussed so far about the derived logic gates. The NAND gate is the NOT AND gate. Okay, and the algebraic function is y is equal to a into b the whole bar. So the unique output from the NAND gate is 0 only when all inputs are 1. NOR, it is not OR gate. The algebraic function is y is equal to a plus b the whole bar. The unique output from the NOR gate is 1 only when all inputs are 0. XOR is odd but not even gate. That is, it is produces high when odd number of high inputs are present. The algebraic function is y is equal to a bar b plus a b bar, and it is also called as anti-coincidence gate or inequality detector because it produces an output 1 only when the inputs are not coinciding or not equal. Then the XNOR gate, it is the exclusive NOR gate or it is the inverted XOR gate. The algebraic function is AB plus A bar B bar, and it is also called as coincidence gate or equality detector since it produces an output when only when the inputs are coinciding. That means only when the inputs are same. So in this video, we discussed about the logic gates like AND, OR, NOT, NAND, NOR, XOR and XNOR. Okay, among these NAND and NOR are the universal logic gates. Thank you.